Hello Aquarius, welcome to your October, I was going to say 2019, oh my god, your October 2021 Love and General Tarot reading, okay? You're very welcome here Aquarius. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, you're all very welcome. If you've landed on this, if it's popped up on your page, it's likely that there's a message here for you. Ooh, Six of Cups just falling out there. I'm going to put it back, but I just want to note, or I want you to note, that the Six of Cups fell out then. Okay. What do we need to know for Aquarius? Oh God, hello, Seven of Swords, straight off the bat. What do we need to know for Aquarius? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. So I don't read reversals in the YouTube readings, unless it kind of really feels like I need to, in which case I will. I'm just looking at if that looks wonky. No. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm getting OCD about this. Oh my God. So many characters in this Aquarius. If this resonates, there'll be an extended reading as there is every month. What we do in the extended is we take the messages that come out of this one and we look at how they feel about you, what's going on in the relationship, okay? What's going on in your life, what's the best thing you can do, and are there any secrets that are hidden from you? Okay, so there will be a link in the description box. I'm going to put that there. Okay, I'm going to start with these. We may end with these as well because there's an awful lot going on. Well, Aquarius, you don't like to be bored, and let me just press go on that. And you're not going to be. So there's the good news, okay? This isn't a bad reading, but God, it's got some drama. This is a bit drama. This is drama alert, okay? I'm looking here at this Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, a very intriguing tarot card. Very often the Seven of Swords, of course, you know, there's a bit of a gasp and everyone's thinking, oh my God, the Seven of Swords. The Thief card. And you can see that this chap is making off with the Five Swords here, and there's two swords remaining. Now, there are thieves everywhere, and that's not remarkable. What is remarkable is that he's looking back to see if he could pinch the other two, or whether you've noticed, okay? Now, Seven of Swords can have different meanings. Sometimes for me, depending on what it comes up with. Like, for example, if it comes up with the Three of Swords, I start to wonder when it comes up with the Three of Swords. Itchy nose, and my nose itches, and if my nose itches, I'm on to something. It's a bit of a sort of, you know, Tabitha in Bewitched moment. It feels as if this chap is looking backwards down at all these characters here, ending with the moon. So you might be dealing with a Cancerian or a Pisces, or have that in your moon sign or in your chart. But moon also, apart from representing Pisces and Cancer, represents unknowable things, mysteries, and things that are deeply hidden. This person here looks back, looks through this Queen of Wands, through the defences of the Nine of Wands, through the things that went wrong in the past with the Three of Swords, right to the root of the matter and the mystical root of the matter. This is really interesting. Now here, at the beginning of this particular montage, we've got you, Aquarius, the star. Okay. The big question, excuse me. The big question with this is what do you know about it? That's the big question for me. I'm just going to have my cup of tea. Do you know about this or don't you know about this? The Queen of Wands isn't you. The Queen of Wands, for me as a tarot reader, and all tarot readers build up, and if you're a tarot reader, you'll know what I mean. You build up, you know, particular ticket item cards where you think, I know what that means. If I get a hint that something is a bit secretive or whatever with the Seven of Swords, and then I get someone looking back at the Queen of Wands, I know that the Queen of Wands has got something to do with it. She's the card I would get if I was finding out about a karmic relationship, or let's say you were in a relationship with somebody and they kept mentioning a friend. You know what I'm talking about in that reel. And usually, not always actually, but more often this is, well, no, that's not true. It happens with men and women, doesn't it? But you get this whole, what did they call it in Bridget Jones's Diary? Mentionitis. This name keeps coming up all the time when you first get to know them, and you're thinking, if I ever meet this person, we are not going to get along well. And then lo and behold, you meet this person and you're probably very nice to each other and all that stuff. But underneath it all, there's competition. Queen of Wands is competitive. It's your competitor. So this could be a situation in love. It could be a situation where someone's after your job at work, or after your person, or after your identity. Might even be, and it's just for one or two of you, that this person is just plain jealous of you. Or maybe that's envy. I know I'm always a bit iffy on the difference between jealousy and envy. I think they cross over, don't they? I think jealousy is that they want, no. Actually, no, because I thought jealousy is if they want what you've got, and envy is if they want to be you, but I think it can work both ways. Anywho, you're here. That's the strength of you. Your major arcana card, the star, is the strength of Aquarius. Aquarians often appear to have their head in the clouds a bit, because Aquarius is the sign of the inventor and the sign of the humanitarian and the person who will bring large groups of people together, or, you know, the world, wanting the world to be a better place, that kind of thing. It's very wide orientated and society orientated rather than at the individual. So here you are in all your glory, and then you have a snake in the grass here. You know, I can't really glitter that turd. I don't want to, and that's not what I do. If you watch my daily readings and do subscribe to the channel, I don't know where the subscribe button is. There, probably, maybe there. One of those places. You will get the daily notifications. We do daily readings, we do pick a card and random love readings and stuff like that. On the daily readings, we talk about this. We talk about the person who you're dealing with and the snake in the grass, okay? It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like the feeling that I get when I'm doing the dailies, and if I pull like the Lovers or a tree that's got apples on it and there's a snake around it, it just feels like there's a snake in the grass, okay? It feels like there's an intruder in the camp. That's what it feels like. If you look at this, and for some reason I thought we needed to look really closely at this, and we can now that I've got my new camera. Okay, this person is stealing from this festival camp. It's like a circus tent. So we're assuming there's a load of people who live here and they're stealing from those people. You have an intruder in your camp. Your camp might be your tribe, your relationship. It might be your close personal romantic relationship. It might be your close personal friendship. It could be your relationship between you and your work, or you and your colleague, you and your boss, you and your mum, your dad, your parents, whatever it is. intruder. And I feel like it has something to do with the Queen of Wands. This won't be for everybody, okay? Now, the Queen of Wands can represent anybody, male, female, but somebody who is, I don't want to say narcissistic, but certainly has a good sense of their own importance. Maybe that's merited and maybe it's not, okay? Here, 9 of Wands, we have someone with their defences up. This feels like you're feeling guarded. Normally, when I see this card, I would say to you, Aquarius, you know, drop your defences, be vulnerable, open your heart chakra. I'm a Pisces, we love stuff like that. But sometimes, and again, this is like with tarot cards, don't all mean the same thing every time. Do have your guard up with this one. Do have your boundaries set. Do have your defences up. Do let your heckles rise. There is something you need to know. There is something you need to know here. It's very strong to me. It's very, in a way, obvious, but also with this Moon card, hidden. Now, 3 of Swords. This delightful card. What's not to like about 3 rusty swords plunged into a heart? Okay, 3 of Swords is about the past. It's a feeling of being crossed, triangulation, third party maybe for some of you, but I don't feel like, because like if you think third party, you would sometimes get cards that would tell you that that was, you know, there's someone else in the picture and, you know, your person might be cheating and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't feel that straightforward. It doesn't feel that live. It feels like there's somebody in the past or somebody on the periphery or somebody stirring, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it's premeditated on the part of the person you're dealing with. That's why we've got this sort of muck and mystery card down here, okay? But competition, there is a third sword, there is a wedge driven, there is triangulation, there is a sense of tension here. Now, down here, we've got the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. Now, naturally, when you've got 2 kings in a reading, you're thinking about competition. You know, is there competition here? Because, well, here they are, you know, 2 kings. They're not exactly, unless they're going to go, hey, let's co-rule. This would be brilliant if we could have a democracy and just everyone would love each other and we could just share the glory, you know. Unlikely to happen, especially with the King of Wands in the room. So you might be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? A fellow air sign. It feels like these 2 are like a talisman of competition. So some of you may have 2 people interested in you, or you may, like let's say if you were online dating, you may really connect with somebody and think, God, it's been a while since I connected with someone. That's nice. And then the next thing you know, you've connected with somebody else and you're like, God, this never happens to me. This is like buses, you know, 3 come along at once or whatever it is. There's a feeling of interest and difference and competition. And when you get the Emperor is like all 4 kings rolled into one. It's Aries energy and it's number 1 and it's I want to be number 1. Now this might be you. You might want to know that you are number 1 in someone's affections, okay? Or it might be the person that you're dealing with needs to know they're number 1 in your affections. You know, Aquarius are popular. You're usually popular at parties and gatherings and on social media and stuff like that. So it may be that you have options. Either way, these 2 are, they're not bezies. You know, they're not going to braid each other's hair anytime soon. And this feels like a triangle. Can you see 7 of Swords, King of Wands, and King of Swords? This feels like a triangle to me. It feels like you are dealing in some kind of triangle, like we said before, some kind of tension, some kind of triangle. Now look here, quite welcome actually, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. When you get the 6 of Pentacles, there is something coming in for you. There's an act of generosity. There is the desire on someone's part to help you out here somehow. And that might be by telling you something that you need to know. And maybe you're not like really keen on hearing it, you know. It could be the Queen of Wands who tells you what you need to know and you're like, great. Not only is the news delivered to me, it's delivered to me by my mortal enemy. By her, the Queen of Wands. Let's have a look. In the extended reading, I'm just looking for my oracle cards. I'm so messy. In the extended reading, I am going to have a look more at the 7 of Swords because that was such a big card for you. I'm going to look into these 2 kings. I'm going to look at if this is about a romantic relationship, how they feel, the other side of the fence. See things through their eyes, but I'm also going to have a dig and see if we can find out any hints about the secret, about what is being hidden, okay? Doreen Virtue's Angel Therapy cards, you get the Goddess. And I think this is about remembering that you are the Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy. Embrace magical intuition and nurturing qualities. But at the same time, keep your defences up and keep your wits about you because you're going to need them with this. I'm going to go do the extended now. We're going to use a different tarot pack and we're going to get spade out and dig and see what we can see about what is hidden, okay? The link's in the description box. Do like, share and subscribe and I'll see you soon. Namaste.